Good motorcycle morning, y'all. I just picked up my bike. Got a rear tire, rear brakes, got the front brakes cleaned and new fluid and bled and all that. I think the front tire is still good for another epic ride or so. Maybe one epic ride, not two epic, not or so, just one epic ride. But this is no good, guys, no good at all, because the bike is fine. Bike is fine, Shady's strong. The rain, y'all. I am 8 days out from Epic Ride. And do you remember Epic Ride 2015? If you don't, here, let me remind you. When I was bringing Shady over here a couple days ago to the shop, it looked like it was going to rain. If you don't know, every morning I walk, run, kind of to work every morning. I ran through a downpour this morning, and here I am 12 hours later, and it's still raining. This is not a good sign for Epic Ride, y'all. Not a good sign at all. Having a brand new tire on these wet, old, oily roads is also not a great idea. I'll be all right. I see the sun, I see the sky, but I feel the rain. It's like I was just destined to be wet while riding a motorcycle. It seems that way to me. We'll be all right. Okay, Epic Ride's 8 days from now. Oh, the rain has stopped. Well, that's good. Well, that's good. Traffic has not stopped. Anyhow, traffic has stopped. The amount of traffic that is bothering me has not stopped, but the cars have stopped in front of me. Anyhow, what are we talking about? About not putting their feet down. All right. What are we talking about? Oh, hurdles to Epic Ride still. GPS, I usually have a GPS unit right here, but I actually own 2 GPS units. I had one on my motorcycle and my wife had one in the car. The one on the motorcycle was the absolute cheapest TomTom you could buy. It was like a 1515 Via or something like that. The cheapest. He should yield. You should yield. Thank you for yielding. It was the cheapest one, so it had no frills at all. The one I got from my wife is a TomTom Go, and it doesn't have a lot of frills, but it has 2 advantages over the one I had on my motorcycle. It can take an SD card. Both can take an SD card, but you can use the SD card on the TomTom Go to map out your stuff on Google Maps and then import the GPXs, you know, the GPX files. So you don't have to go through and push every day where you're going. You just load that day and choose the 2 points, and it'll map it out for you. And also, the TomTom Go gives me the option. It gives me route options, right? It can give me an option, like if I have extra time and there's a straight interstate path or there's a curvy awesome path. I'm taking the curvy awesome path, yeah. So GPS, and what else? I had another problem I was still gonna do. Oh, money, Canadian money. I am spoiled, y'all. I am spoiled, y'all. As of yet, the only travel I've done outside the country is Mexico and Korea. And in Mexico, for every $1, you roughly get, at this moment, you roughly get $20 in Mexico. 20 pesos, $20. In Korea, for every $1, you get a little more than $1,000, 1,000 won. Yeah? So I'm spoiled because I'm looking at all these places to exchange money, how to exchange money, how to do it with less fees and all that good stuff. And I get like $1.19 in Canada for a US dollar. I get like $1.19, even though exchange rate is $1.30, which is still horrid to me. I get like $1.19 no matter where you do it, however you work it out, with ATM or through a bank or whatever. And wonderfully, my bank has no international partners at all. Wells Fargo has no international partners. So There's no way to get a deal. I almost switched banks just for this epic ride. Almost. Not really. My wind feels good. Yes, it does. So yeah, epic ride's coming along pretty good. I think Shady's all mechanically sound now. Actually, her battery. The battery I bought did not have the right terminal bolts. Or I didn't have the right terminal bolts for the battery I bought. So I've kind of rigged it up under there for it to work. I need to take off the seat and do that. Oh, and also I need to, if you've seen last year, I had the toolbox on the back with the seat. It all comes off as one unit at the current moment. I have to take off the 4 grab rail saddlebag mounting bolts, the rear passenger seat bolt, the 2 main seat bolts, and all that comes off as one unit. I need to re-engineer that where the main seat comes off without taking the toolbox off, because if ever I have a problem on Epic Ride now, that means all 3 boxes have to come off before I can lift the seat off, and that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I have to rethink that and re-engineer that. There's no parts to buy for that. There's no way to do it because I made it myself. So I have to remake some other way to get that done. I have to do all that before next week. So 3 hurdles, or two hurdles? 3 hurdles? No, 3 hurdles. I gotta re-engineer my seat and the toolbox connection. I have to get some Canadian money in a favorable way for me. And I have to fix the battery, and I have to mount my GPS. That's 4 things. 4 things. Good thing I just got some anchor chargers. Really solid, really metal made. I got 12 ports worth of USB charging. So on the last trip, I had to charge things in shifts. Like I would get to a hotel room and charge it. I wake up in the middle of the night and reconnect the next, shift of things like batteries for the drift and stuff like that over and over. Now I can almost charge everything at one time, assuming I have plugs to plug it in the wall, but I can almost charge all my power banks, all my GPSs, all my cameras, all my phones, everything I can charge almost all at once. So that's going to be a big time saver right there. Big time saver right there. Also, I may have to take more stuff than I previously planned because I'm visiting people and it requires gifts and uniforms that I need to take, and so I might just have like a cardboard box on top with a garbage bag around it. I don't know. I may need more space than stuff I have to take. It's not stuff I'll carry the whole trip. It's just stuff that I need during the certain days. I've even thought about carrying like a folded up 12x12 priority mailbox, flat rate box with me. Can I ship that out of Canada? I don't know. Carrying that with me, and as I use the things, as I go to the events and use the things that I use that I don't need to carry the rest of the trip, once that box gets full, I just ship it home. What do you think about that? I think I might do that. Tire seems to be doing well. Yeah, tire's doing well. No wobbling or anything. Even the front tire seems a little smoother. The rain has stopped. That's important. I don't know if all of you are into praying, but if you could you mention 70 degrees here and there from Marty, no rain the whole time? I would appreciate that. That ain't gonna happen, but I appreciate it. It definitely is getting milder now as we're getting on in the summer here. It's not 100 degrees every day. It's low 90s, high 80s for the last week or so. So that's a really good sign. That's a lot more doable on the epic rides. All right, I'm about back at the glows. I'm glad Shady is working fine. Don't get me wrong, Hondas are made to last forever, guys. Hondas are made to last forever, but everything requires maintenance. And even the light maintenance that Honda requires, this is after I've gone 22,000 miles on this motorcycle, guys, that I'm you know, that I'm replacing batteries and clutch cables and all those things. And I ride this bike a lot more extreme than it should be ridden. I go a lot farther than it should be ridden. I ride on a lot more twisty roads than it should be ridden. So Shady's a champ. All this money you hear I'm putting into her, all the parts I'm replacing, Shady is a champ. Don't get me wrong. All right, guys. See, there's a rain cloud, but I'm gonna go this way. All right, y'all. Good motorcycle morning. I'm going back to work. I'm glad Shady's doing well. Let's remember how to ride a motorcycle real quick. Go put her under the front. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. We can go around this. That was fun. Gotta go over this one, though.